Do it.
How can I apply to be the is it fourth or fifth? Is it fifth? Sixth member of Kurupt FM?
Spent my peas on Garms and trainers.
Because I've got sick bars. I've obviously got the Garms. I'm quite funny.
Yeah. You got a grinder energy, definitely.
Yeah, man. And I think I could give you maybe some tips as well, or like just on like, because if you ever wanted to breach out and do the chat show thing.
Spent my peas on Garms and trainers, disco ravers, bad behaviors, Sunday mornings, what a nightmare. Yeah, I'm active.
What is happening, people? Welcome back to the best digital chat show on the entire planet, Doing Bits TV, presented by yours truly. On today's show, we have the very, very, very special guest, the man who literally helped corrupt the FM, the man who brings the Rocher and the grinder to the session, the one and only DJ Beats, aka Hugo Chegwin's in the building.
You like sort of a Westwood,
just a mic drop or something like that.
Yeah, or like a sound thing,
or even the
glass smash.
Yeah, we could. Yeah. Anyway, how are you, Hugo? How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, man. I think. I don't know. Yeah? Every day is the same. I don't even know what day it is.
I know. It's literally like what's that film?
Groundhog
Day. It is an episode of Groundhog Day.
I've got a 1-year-old, so my time is pretty occupied by being a full-time childminder, which is something that I'm getting used to. Just trying to keep busy, man. Just trying to work on other ideas and shows, and we got a film coming out, so
I know. And I mean, to say I'm gassed is a complete understatement, man. I'm sure like me and probably everyone my age in the world that knows of Kurupt FM is absolutely gassed. I mean, it did get put back though, didn't it? It was meant to be
August last year. It's a weird time with entertainment. I feel like I don't know anything, but my assumption is it's more moving online. Sort of cinemas are expensive, and I feel maybe that the cinema might just be an experience later on down the line where you can watch it at home, but if you want the experience, then you can go to the cinema.
I agree, man. I think like if anything, the whole moving entertainment and digital stuff online is where it's at right now. I mean, why would you pay money to go to a cinema when you can watch Doing Bits TV on YouTube for free? I mean,
exactly.
It's a no-brainer.
You don't need anything else. Yeah,
no, it's DVT all day.
How many videos you got up, man?
You're my 10th video. So
oh wow,
we're celebrating right now. This is. I
saw you had the legendary Danny D.
Woo! Oh wait, what an episode! He's actually a funny guy. Very
he's jokes, man.
He mentioned he knew you as well, actually.
Yeah, he came. He's been a fan of the show, and he came to one of our live shows, and we got to hang out with him. He's a cool guy, man.
Sound bloke, mate. It's mad.
Yeah, he's a legend, man.
He actually. I went to school in Kent, so where the Brazza studio is literally like 10 meters away from where I went to school. And I was saying to him, like,
oh wow,
the irony of me growing up and being a premium member of Brazzers, only tonight getting filmed like 10 meters down the road. I mean, yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, that's mad. I have been a premium member, but
not literally. I wasn't paying for it, but like I had the attitude of a premium member. I was sourcing the product, and I was giving it a go.
You're seeing what was new.
Yeah, man. I mean, I learned things, and it didn't add up to how I am in real life, which is.
Oh man. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, you did quite well. You've got a 1-year-old, so I mean, fair play.
Well, yeah, it happened once.
Hugo, there's so much I want to talk about with you. It's nuts. First of all, Kurupt FM as a group, like I was doing my research, and you were actually like dead set on being like a garage MC back in the day. So music was your passion.
Yeah, well, I was DJing. I didn't have the confidence to be an MC, but yeah, I was on pirate radio. And I was definitely about that life, man. I think part of all of us in the show, there's elements of who we are, I'd say, apart from maybe Steve. Steve's not really a pickle like that, but yeah, pirate radio was a big part of especially mine and Seepa's kind of youth, I guess. So yeah, we're from that world basically.
And that was Brentford. You both from Brentford?
I'm from Brentford. Seepa's from sort of just like about 20 minutes away basically.
Right.
But
Okay,
he's a nomad. He was a traveler. He would he was in Brentford quite a lot.
Just go to different bits and just make friends and just start chilling with random people.
He's a charmer. He's a charmer. So
good man.
You know.
And then, so when did because I think it's kind of common knowledge on how Kurupt FM came about, or even people just do nothing. That's kind of common knowledge. But like, there were some funny bits I was looking up. Like you were all, so you, was it Asim as well? Steve, yeah. I don't know if it was Steve and Seepa. You were all working in a call center, and then that's how like the characters came about, because you call people up like, yeah, bloody proper English, mate, and all that. Is that how it started?
There's part, kind of. We, so Steve didn't work there. Steve's clever. Like he had a job, like a real job. I lived with Asim in a bit of a trap house.
What was the trap house like?
Yeah, it was cool, man. It was good. Like, it was quite a creative environment. Like, me and Asim were just kind of like making music and playing computer, like a lot of young people, and just sort of finding out what we wanted to do, I guess. But yeah, it was like a sort of creative hub in some ways. We weren't there for that long, but yeah, we all worked in a call center. I guess we refined some of our kind of skills of sort of publicly showing off and doing accents and pranking, basically.
Yeah.
Trying to, I don't know, impress people.
I mean, you've got to try before you buy, do you know what I mean? So in a way, the call center just gave you that platform to... Yeah, so in a way, shouts out the call center for, giving you...
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
But you all got fired from it?
I got fired. And I think Asim and Seepa just left in the end.
Well, why'd you get fired?
Shit. Lack of attendance, and we used to do calls and just pretend to be like old men or Russian or like we'd change our names on the phone call to like the whole of Wu-Tang. So we'd be like, hello there, my name's RZA Jizza, Inspector Deck, Raekwon the Chef, You God, and the Method Man. And would you like to resubscribe to your motorbike magazine? And basically we got caught doing that. Well, I got caught doing that. And then I think they just had enough of me.
And then everyone just kind of left with you. But what was the name? Like, because obviously you said you were a DJ still doing pirate radio. Like, that's your core thing. Were you still cool? Was that your artist name as well? You were DJ Beats?
My first DJ name was DJ Fidgets.
Okay, why the Fidget?
I don't know, man. Like you're trying to force like a name for yourself. Yeah. People naturally get a nickname. I never had that. So I was just trying to force it. And,
because I've given myself a nickname as well. So I get that. Like,
yeah,
I've got a tune, an absolute banger, which I'm going to force you to listen to, hopefully.
I've heard it, man.
You've heard it?
Garage guys showed it.
Oh, they put you onto it. Right.
Yeah.
Nicknames. I am from Kent, and obviously my name's Charlie. So Charlie Kent, that is, I'm from Kent.
But that's natural, man. That kind of makes sense. Mine didn't make any sense at all. I was Hugo C initially for like, when you call up and say, yeah, can I, but they could never pronounce it or get it right. So I gave up on that. That was a weird time. Yeah. But that was my first DJ name.
You've got these characters in your head. You're in the call center. You're not really rating a job. Music is your core. Like, that's what you love doing. You're living with Asim. It's a mad creative environment. What made you just think one day, let's just make these characters, film it and stick it on YouTube?
To be honest, like, I was fortunate enough to be around people like Asim, Steve, Seepa, Dan, etc. And Seepa, in my opinion, always, first of all, they all have a great sense of humor, but
Yeah.
I felt like Seeper had this kind of like performing side to him that felt like special, and also like that's what he would do. He wouldn't be prodded to do it, or like it was in him. And we got obsessed with British comedy shows like The Office, Peep Show, and I think that was one of our bonds. And then me and Seeper and Steve went traveling, and Seeper and Steve hadn't really met before. Steve was like, I'm going Thailand and a few other places. You should come and meet me in Thailand. From that trip and fucking around and doing, you know, like most mates do, just doing stupid voices, having a laugh or whatever. I think collectively we were like, maybe there's something in this. And Steve being quite on it, and his friend and my friend Ben worked at a production company, and Asim had a camera. And then it kind of, Steve, I guess, and Seeper organised to film it when he got back. Something. You didn't really know what it was. To be honest, like YouTube at that time wasn't like YouTube now. It was kind of like a place where you could find bootleg films or music videos or, you know, like cat videos or whatever. Really, it was just kind of for us to watch and sort of laugh with each other. Really, there wasn't an intention for it to be a TV show or what it's turned into now. I guess we always found garage like it's proper British and like is in tune, I guess, with British culture, and also just the MC voice is funny.
Yeah, so good, mate. Humza mana MC. It's just it's classic.
And yeah, it's weird, but it's amazing and it works. And I don't know, there was always a fascination with it, like, and it didn't really go anywhere. And I guess Blazing Unit at that time, garage, and with People Just Do Nothing, garage wasn't what it is now. Like, you know, like if you went to a festival then you wouldn't ever hear garage. You would hear like, you know, the sort of big artists and reggae and like techno and shit. But like now garage is always present, and it wasn't that. And I guess we're fortunate enough. Like the joke was that no one's doing garage anymore, and these guys are.
Yeah, and I think that's so obvious in your work as well. And it's so funny what you were saying about the garage voice, because you go to any other country or any other culture outside the UK, even not even outside the UK, you go to Ireland or Scotland or Wales, and you do the garage voice, and all that, people just like, what? Why is he speaking? Do you know what I mean? It's like, why is he why?
It's a mad voice, man. I guess it stems from like dancehall and stuff, like, and it's kind of like the British version of it. And like rappers back then were kind of using American accents, and I feel like it was kind of our own weird accent that we took, and it works. Like, you know, not every MC has that insane like weird Jamaican Dutch, you know, like accent, but some did. And yeah, it kind of worked in a weird way, and it's funny.
Putting something on YouTube, which back then was a platform where you'd go to watch silly cat videos, to bosh, like, you know, years later you're Kurupt FM, and you've won a BAFTA, and you've got a movie coming out, and it's like, mate,
gradual, man. Like I guess when you're not in it, like, but you don't observe the length of time. Like we did a pilot, and then a year and a half later we got given a 4-episode series, and then a year and a bit later they're like, okay, you can do 6 episodes. And then once they were like, okay, yeah, this is tapping into a certain demographic. Yeah, basically people were liking it, let's do more. And then the pace kind of picks up. But we had to do loads of legwork ourselves. Fortunately, we had people like Mr. Jam who supported us. That kind of got us into raves. Did a set on Mr. Jam show, and then we started to get bookings. That was a whole new world of like we were with these people that, you know, we'd looked up to and admired for a long time, and, you know, shaped our sort of young school years. Like, you know, we're sharing stages with them, and it's mad. Like, it was just a surreal experience, and still is, to be honest.
It is, yeah. I guess no matter how much time passes or what else you go on to, you don't ever really forget that, because it's a landmark, man. It's absolutely insane. I was just watching the Mr. Jam video actually, like, I don't know, this morning. I was like, wow, it is.
Oh, the Craig David one.
Yeah. Oh, bro. Just,
that changed a lot of that changed things a lot, man. Like that was a fucking mad moment. Like it was a genuine, our reactions are genuine because like I'd never heard that Diplo track that Craig David sang over. I'd never heard it. So that beat is fire. And, you know, Craig David is a fucking legend, man. And he kind of deserves to be part of that resurgence of garage music. And without him being part of it, that's weird because he's the guy that propelled it to, you know, to the world. Rewind's a banger.
I feel like certain genres of music have their setting, you know, like you might go, you can't chill and listen to grime. Well, you can, but you know what I mean? It's not common. I could relax. Yeah, man, you can relax and have a little chilled one to a bit of garage, or you can go and skank it up. You could do a lot with garage. And it's powerful, man. It's such a powerful genre. And that's why, from a consumer perspective, I think Kurupt FM it's just such an organic thing, mate. It's really, really, really clever.
Oh, thank you.
In terms of like, you know, like budget and that kind of stuff, because you've gone from filming with amongst your mates, and then suddenly you've got like camera crew and you've got a production team. And was it too much? Like, was it too surreal when it took your, you know, your thing from it?
Well, I'm speaking for myself, really. I feel like protected around them because like it has to go through our, you know, 4 or 5 of us for anything to happen. For us to go with a production company and to turn it into a TV show, it had to be the right vibe. And the people that we met, his name's John Petrie and Ashatala, they were kind of just like, just keep doing your thing. Things need to change for it to become like, I guess, a comedy sitcom. But we don't want to change like you guys or the process or get other people involved. But it was scary, man. Like fucking turning up on set like a grown man, putting his whole hand up my shirt, like miking me up, going onto set. There's like 50 people there, all watching you. I'm not an actor. I'm not trained. I didn't know what anyone does. So yeah, it was fucking daunting. And the first series, I was the first one up. Yeah, it was tough, man. And looking back on it, like, yeah, I was scared, man, the whole time. Only like on the last day of the first series did I actually feel like kind of relaxed about it all. As the show continues, I feel like we all got better. We learned on the job, which is mad. Because people train for years to, you know, be on TV and they're fucking super talented, and then we're these guys off of YouTube. So a lot of faith in BBC.
I think what's sick about that is you're these guys from YouTube, but you're telling a story and you're kind of illustrating your perspectives and putting it into motion pictures. And it's like almost that kind of experience it would have been, I'm not going to say, I wouldn't say overlooked, but you know what I mean? It wouldn't really be as big as it was without you guys, because that, for me, I'm like slightly younger. I'm 24, so that whole pirate radio and that kind of stuff, that was a little bit before my time. So growing up as someone's like, oh yeah, you've seen people just do nothing. Yeah, you've seen the Garms, you've seen Beats. That is sick. But then you start watching and you're like, wow, like people used to go on pirate radio.
Yeah, those guys are still fucking thinking that's a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's true, man. Like pirate radio's old. Like it's not part of your generation or any generation. Like I think mine is the last. I'm 35, so I'm old now, but I think that my generation, it was kind of phasing out towards the end. That's probably why I got on pirate radio, because no one was really on doing it anymore. It was really important at its time because that was how you found out about new music. Now you got Spotify, Instagram, and all these things. Like the only way you would discover tunes then is in a rave or on pirate radio.
What started excelling more? Like obviously people just do nothing gravitated, but then at what point did you want to start pursuing the Kurupt FM more and like be, you know, artists? Or was it always like, no, we're actors but we're also musicians and it's like one big bubble of madness?
It's weird, really. I guess there's two worlds. Like, there's the TV Kurupt FM world where they never get a win, they never get to play good shows. Everything goes to shit all the time, and that's the way it should be. I don't think they should ever win, and if they do, they definitely need to fuck it up, because Grinder's an egomaniac. Beats puts all of his faith, all his chips are on Grinder, and he 100% believes it. And I don't know if he's delusional or if he's loyal.
Bit of both. I'd say a bit of both, man. But
I guess we started doing shows, and it was a bit of an experiment, really. And then we did a show at Boomtown Festival.
What a festival! What year?
Fucking hell, man. I don't even know. Probably about 7-8 years ago.
Yeah. So what would that have been like? Math's gone. 16, something like that.
2014, 15 maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, and we did a show. Like, we'd done a few, and it was cool. Like, me and Seeper kind of running out of bars and like tunes, because we play vinyl. Fucking insane. But then we did Boomtown, and it was fucking sick. Like, had tunnel vision, could only see the crowd, Seeper, Steve, like just the squad and the crowd. That's all I could see. And we shut it down, man. Like, I would rarely say that, but we really shut it down. And then afterwards, I feel like we were like, you know what, we can really do this. Like, this is something that we can do. And then I think from doing that few times, people started to acknowledge that, and we started to get bookings, and then it was like every weekend bookings, and then that just became a part of our life, really. And I guess we kind of separated the worlds a little bit. Like, yeah, in an interview we would never talk about shutting down a festival, or it's all, we've always been losers, and they should always be that. But yeah, it's fucking sick doing shows though.
But outside the people just do nothing narrative, when you're being interviewed as Kurupt FM is like artists, are you then saying, yes, we smashed it, or are you still keeping yourself like, no, show mentality, because that's our character? Do you know what I mean? We don't want to...
I guess it's for what it's for. Like, if it's for the TV show, then yeah, like, it's quite mad, man. I guess
it's like you're
kind of. I guess like they're just putting the scenarios, and in reality, I think if they did play big stages, it would be overwhelming, and they'd fucking shit themselves because they've talked it up for so long. But I guess it's all to do with what we're trying to achieve at that time, what the purpose behind that interview is, or whatever, and then we can kind of talk about it. But yeah, it is confusing. Some people don't even realize it's a TV show. They're just like, who are these 30-year-old men screaming garage bars on the stage doing?
Just like shouting, dressed head to toe machine.
Like, what the fuck is this? People just think Kurupt FM is just like a live garage thing. Some people don't even know about the show, TV show.
Well, I've been asked, because I did like a series of questions, like, yes, everyone, I've got Hugo coming on, like, shout me some questions. Like, what do you want to know? And I had someone go, what's the best radio show he's ever hosted? Like, because of the FM, they just assume that Kurupt FM's a radio. And then I'm like, oh, guys, come on.
Well, it's confusing. I guess it's confusing.
It's K, baby.
Like, even with music, no one really cares who made the beat. It's just a tune. It's a banger. Like,
that is so
no
true.
One cares. Yeah, it's the artist track. It's fucking, whoever it is. It's ASAP Ferg. It's an ASAP Ferg. No one cares that someone made the beat. Like, and that's the same with what we do. Like, you go to a festival and we're doing a set and you have a good time, and they're like, oh, I enjoyed that. Who's on next? Hopefully they have a good time. That's the main thing. That's what we kind of want. Similar vibe to someone like Major Lazer, but garage. It's just a good vibe. You just have fun. It's not serious. It's not that deep. It's just tunes, 30-year-old men emceeing, and like bottles of champagne getting sprayed. Seeper is a fucking amazing. To be honest, he's an amazing writer, and and rapper, and he's as good. This is just my opinion, but he's as good as any of the legendary garage MCs. Like, he can hold court hard. He will shut it down and he will body the tune. Like, and that's what's amazing. Yeah. Like, because he can stand up there with those guys and fucking kill it. And you know, we've done stuff with like legends, and he's held it up. They're impressed by it, and that's definitely a big weapon in our armory. Steve's a fucking amazing DJ. Like, he's sick. Like, again, he can hold it up alongside some of the best garage DJs. Like, he's up there.
And do you think that because you are People Just Do Nothing, you are Kurupt FM on People Just Do Nothing, do you think it's like sick MCs and sick DJs? Do you think that's sometimes overlooked? Yeah,
maybe some people just see it as a joke, but I think that if you pay attention, it sounds a bit arrogant, but if you pay it, you can tell that we care. Like, you know, the details. Like, you're not going to see us on BBC Three with a snapback to the side in dungarees and Air Force Ones. Like, even though they might try in the beginning for us to, like, costume might provide that, that's not going to happen. Like, we're meticulous about every single tiny detail, and if it's wrong, then it has to change. And I think people, especially people in the garage world, like legends, like, you know, they're aware of that, and they can tell that we care about the culture. We're not mocking MCing or DJing or pirate radio or people that live, you know, on council estates. Like, we're not mocking that. The joke is on these idiots who still cling on to, I guess, the comfort of friendship, and what bonds them together is pirate radio.
What do you think the maddest Garms that you own are or have owned? Because I've seen you in shoots, you know, head to toe machine, the shades, everything. It's just booting off. But what you got for me?
I've got quite a few Pat and Mosh outfits, iceberg pieces, Evisu stuff. Nothing that's like, I guess some of it's rare, but I'm fortunate because we have the show. People were like, yo, do you want to buy this? Or I've got this, I want to get rid of it. And sometimes it's amazing stuff. And sometimes we meet like Moschino collectors, and we'll do a show and they'll loan us stuff, like, which is mad.
Yeah, so sick.
Yeah, so yeah, you know, like Wavy Garms have hooked us up. Duke's Cupboard have hooked us up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like, you know, if those guys ever get anything in, especially not necessarily now, but a few years ago, they would hit us up and, you know, sort us out. Yeah, because we're purchasing them ourselves. It's not like a TV production company giving us money.
Oh, see, I thought you like, got funding.
I wish, man. No, it's all like, it's all out of our own pocket. Sometimes I might prioritize something for myself that I'm going to wear every day than a sort of £600 Moschino two-piece with the matching hat. But
it would be wrong not to get the hat as well if you've already got the top and bottom. I mean,
get the cap.
Pudding, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
I'm really glad you rated it, because I was like, I haven't worn this yet. I haven't worn it yet either. And I was like, I'm not really going out a lot. Well, I'm not going out at all. Like, I'm actually, this is it for me. Talking to
Where
people.
Did you get it from Palace, or is it a is it a plug? How did we get this?
This was from Palace. This was from Palace.
Do you like Parme, Jules, Balenciaga, that kind of?
Man, well, it's not. Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's not my steez. Like, that's not for me.
Same.
However, my sister and I've got friends who are into it, and they rep it, and that's their thing. I just can't do it, man. The skinny jeans, the bulky trousers, like, I can't do it, mate. I'm a baggy jean Air Max Palace boy. Like, I'm not.
Yeah, my girl wears Balenciaga trainers and stuff. It's not for me, but she likes it. So
is she into that world as well?
Kind of, a little bit. Not not excessively, but like she'll like the trainers or like the jumpers and stuff. But I'm it's not me. I'm not into that.
Nah, man. But then again, I've seen a couple of Palm Angels tracksuits because they did a thing with ice cream. And back in the day, like, mate, when I was like, I don't know, 13, 14, 15, maybe a bit older, ice cream was like, it was sick. And I hadn't seen it for so long. Like, I haven't seen people wearing ice cream for years. And then...
Yeah, it's mad. I had ice creams. My mum fucking threw them out.
No.
Yeah, bitch. It was the pager ones.
Fuck's
Box,
sake.
everything.
Hugo's mum did a madness. Oh, no.
I know. I got them in Bush Market, but they were real.
This Palm Angels ice cream thing, I'm not into it because of the Palm Angels, but the whole ice cream collab, it makes it worthwhile.
When something like ice cream or Bape or those things, when we went to Japan to film, me and Seepa went mental in Bape. And I don't even wear half of it. It's insane. Too much camo. But at the time, we had to. Well, I felt I had to.
But when you're in Japan, I think it would be, as someone who is mad on the Garms, it would be rude not to even, when in Rome, Hugo, you know what I mean?
But you know what? I think Japanese people don't even fuck with Bape hard. I think
we've been told a lie. We've literally been told a lie. Like, wow.
I think that they just see it as like whatever, and I think loads of Chinese resellers go and buy it up and then take it to China and sell it. So they're kind of looking at you like, what it's anything, but you
Wanker.
think you're fitting into the culture. You're
I'm a culture vulture, actually, very cultured around the Bape. So if like, I don't know, Palace and Balenciaga did a thing, would you then? I mean, it's unlikely, of course, it's two different things, but like sky's
Palace
the limit.
Burberry would be hard.
Oh, yeah, no, that would be sick. That would be very sick.
I feel like Palace, like for me, I don't know if this is 100% true, but in my head it is that a few of them are from West London, and it's very like I feel they're similar age to me, and their influences and references kind of bring me back to where I grew up and stuff like that. So like even with the Moschino collab and the Ralph collab.
I remember when that dropped, man. The little pony on the cap was
it's amazing. And like I fucks with that hard because I just feel like it kind of represents, I know it doesn't, but for me it represents West London and kind of graffiti, skateboard, pirate radio, culture, graffiti, all that shit. So I love that. But as a Balenciaga sort of or a Gucci knitted jumper, that's not my vibe.
I know, man. And then I've seen like North Face did the Gucci puffer.
Yeah, that's quite hard.
Do you know what? I think it's cool, but I'm not massively big on like huge branding. Says the guy literally with a Supreme bucket and a pat bag and a Palace and Moschino written all over his clobber. But the fact that it's so big and it takes it up so much is like, I don't know, man. I think it kind of kills it. I think.
Yeah, for me, it's like that is the top New York Harlem crack dealer jacket. Like, that's what I like about it.
Yeah, man, it's definitely...
Finally those brands, I mean, I don't know why I'm fucking saying this, but finally those brands have acknowledged that, that street culture is fucking invaluable to them, and it's what made them, give them that longevity. If Migos didn't wear Balenciaga runners, for example, would they be as big? No.
I'm obviously, I'm about 5'9", so I like the idea of wearing shoes that elevate my height, but...
Oh, yeah, same. I need that.
I know, it would be great.
95 does that.
Yes, it does. It really does. And I think not as much. It's more like subtly. The Air Force One, it subtly gives you a little...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In a global pandemic, Garms are the cure.
Yeah. Spend your money because you wear them in the house.
Exactly, man. Look good on the gram because that is...
It's something to do.
I don't know, yeah. But then that also leads to this whole like influencer issue that's going on. And I mean, personally, I'd love to be in Dubai, mate. I'd love to be in Dubai riding camels, smoking shisha, eating a lot of Greek food. But
Yeah, so would I.
I'm envious. So how do you feel about it all? Like all these influencers going out. Are you like, like shame on you and it's terrible and blah blah blah, or are you like, if you're there,
It doesn't really affect me. Like I'm not hanging around with anyone. I'm not leaving my house. So I guess everyone can make their own choices. And if you want to go Dubai, fucking go Dubai. Doesn't affect me, but I get it. I get that loads of people are sort of financially suffering and stuck in their house and can't really afford to go Dubai. I mean, you can't go now, they've fully locked it off. But yeah, I get it, but what they don't make me shit.
And also you said about traveling in Thailand, like back in the day. You, Sipa and Steve in Thailand before Kurupt FM was Kurupt FM.
At that time, it was kind of like a rite of passage, I guess, with a certain age demographic to go there. I feel now the world's a bit smaller because of sort of, cheaper flights, internet. Fucking hell, I sound mad old. But yeah, no, Thailand was...
How dare they have internet? How dare they have the internet?
Yeah, they had internet, but yeah, it was just like I booked it for a travel agent. That's
how like OG it was. That's mental. Yeah,
it was all done on the phone. It was amazing, man. It was just like, I feel like I needed that. And at the time, I was just like unemployed, didn't really know what I wanted to do, was a bit lost. And I feel all of us, I mean, I can't really speak for Steve, but I feel me and Sipa at that time had a bit of a epiphany type, like, yeah, when we get back, like, fuck it, let's do this and let's concentrate on our music stuff and let's just enjoy it and have fun with it and see what happens. I've been making beats since I was 14 years old. I'm entitled to have a song, like, people should love my music, when really no, they shouldn't, like, and kind of just left that entitlement and just did it because I loved it.
Sitting in the position that you're at right now, would you have changed anything, or did you think everything that happened, how many L's you took, how many W's, the shitty parts, the weird parts, do you think it all was just perfect?
I don't think it was perfect at all. But yeah, obviously in hindsight, like, the thing is, when People Just Do Nothing started to happen, I was fortunate enough to have a music career, you can say. So definitely I was kind of consumed by that, and then having People Just Do Nothing as well was like two worlds. There's 6 of us doing People Just Do Nothing. Steven, Sipa and Asim are super talented. Like, I'm not going to not be involved or not, have a say in things, but there's a lot of chefs in the kitchen. So I think I'll concentrate on this, and when they need me, they can call upon me. But in hindsight now, I kind of wish that I was more involved in the beginning stages of People Just Do Nothing, not to change anything or make the show any different in any way whatsoever, but just to kind of experience that more. Like, I always valued it and appreciated it, but I guess that, like, I feel like with time I've shown the others that, but maybe at that time they were a bit like, I don't know if he's in it, like, but now they know that 100% I've always been in it. But I feel that, just sort of showing them that I am here and I am down for whatever you need a bit more. In hindsight, I wish I'd done, but yeah, I wouldn't change anything.
Definitely. I mean, end result, fast forward from then to now, you're on Doing Bits TV. So I mean, like,
yeah, I've reached the apex, and it's,
do you know what I mean? It's just levels have been reached today. Yeah, man, it's well done. 10 years from now, you'll be like, that
dropped to my knees.
That shitty show I went on is still a shitty show, but I was one of the 10 people on there. So there we go.
You got this, man.
They were smashing it.
You're big guest next.
There we go. You're the big guest, mate. You are the biggest guest so far.
Danny D's the big guest, man.
You and Danny D are the biggest guests so far. But far is, do you know what I mean? I mean, I've reached levels with you two, so it can only, if that's my, if you and Danny D are the worst it's going to get, we've done well. We've done very well.
I'm sure, you know, aim for the,
aim for the stars, man.
Exactly.
Shoot for the,
shoot your load to the stars, man. Just it will fall back on you.
Just shoot something.
Make it rain.
And bring an umbrella because you don't want to get the Garms wet. Hey. With your whole festival outlook, going to festivals, I know we touched on it earlier, but what was the maddest festival experience? Or let's stretch it out a little bit. What was the maddest experience you had whilst performing?
Initially, you turn up to a festival and you kind of have to work out how the fuck you're going to get in, who you call, and then you walk through the festival like everyone else to your tent, and then you're kind of just plonked on the side of a tent, to now, you know, where we have a tour manager and a van and we drive straight to the stage and we go on, and it's just a lot easier. But I guess for moments, for me, one of the moments which was amazing, sometimes they're not like the biggest crowds or whatever, but we were playing at Outlook probably about 5 years ago.
Where's Outlook at? Is that
in Croatia?
Croatia, yes, yeah.
And we had we took over a stage for the night, and when it brought Stormzy out, we played Fabric with Craig David, who's never done Fabric before. He brought us out at Bestival to a crowd again. I've never couldn't see the back of. It was insane. So yeah, there's so many moments, man. And lockdown has made me really value and appreciate what we done and miss it. Like, I miss festivals, whereas before I wouldn't not want to do it, but it's just like, oh, we got to mission it to like Cornwall for a half-hour set, and then we'd hang around for a bit and drive all the way back. But now I can't wait for this shit to start again, because I'm down for the drive to Cornwall.
Yeah, and if you need a driver,
yeah, man,
I'll tell one of my mates to do it. You've done things with Post Malone, you've done the Top Gear thing, you did the Dragon's Den thing. Like, it is endless, man. You've done so much. You did the Ed Sheeran thing, the Comic Relief, like, bosh.
Yeah, mad.
Who's the sickest person that you've done that with? Like, the Posty one was so funny.
He's a really nice guy, man. He's really humble, like, no egos, cool guy. Just, we asked him if we could film something with him, and he invited us to his house, and like, we was down for anything. Same with Ed Sheeran, man. Like, super nice guy, easy, got the vibe. Obviously, he's like the biggest pop star in the world, so he didn't have much time, but he was committed. Craig David is a fucking nice guy.
Yeah,
smells great.
What does he smell like?
Just money, just rich.
Just good smelling.
Yeah, that aftershave that's like bucks, like Creed.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
it's like £300 a bottle.
Yeah, man. Sort of. Just lay on thick Creed.
Yeah.
Just
oil. Just like comes out like oil, like olive oil.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. We need the movie, man. And like, I know it's me, like a whiny little fan, like, oh yeah, Hugo, we really need the movie. I mean, it's your art, so you don't want to rush that process. But
I agree with you, man. It needs to come out. I don't know if that. I think that demand exists to some extent, but maybe to our core fan base. The film, I think the film's really good, man, and I think people will like it. Fans, new fans, and I definitely think that the world needs some good entertainment at the moment. And hopefully August, fingers crossed, it will drop in the cinema.
That is insane. Oh, so it's going cinema.
Yeah. And if you blaze a queue before, you get him for free.
Okay, sweet. So if I blaze 2 queues, I can bring a mate as well.
You can bring a girl or a mate. Yeah,
sweet.
Definitely.
It's like Orange Wednesdays. It's like cue every day.
Yeah, that's the new. Yeah, exactly.
Green Fridays, sort of.
It's a Star Dog Wednesdays.
Yes. All right. I've got some questions from the fans. The people would love to know.
All right, yeah. Let's do it.
Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready?
I'm ready.
100%?
Yeah.
Okay.
War ready. Yeah.
Woof. Let's go for it. All right. If 4G works, that would be great. If not, I might just make some up on my own. How did you start making beats?
Music or the character?
Music.
A good friend of mine was used to make rap beats, and he put me on, and because I was super into like, fascinated, obsessed with music production, and he put me on and gave me Fruity Loops, and yeah, I guess that's how it started. Yeah, and I just tried to make Timbaland, Neptunes, DJ Premier, J Dilla beats, and I still do now. Yeah, he's the best.
Who is the best producer that you've ever witnessed? And yeah, the word witness has thrown me off a bit there, but yeah, seen, visioned.
Oh, that's hard. The best I've ever seen. I don't know if everyone will know who he is, but his name's AK Paul. He's an amazing producer. He's produced for like Neo, Childish Gambino, J Paul, fucking loads of. He's sick.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Oh man, hopefully, just doing similar stuff, putting out, good stuff that I would like to watch.
Roche or Grinder?
Grinder.
I mean, do you know what? I think this is. I think that means it's a play on words. This one.
Who would Beats choose? Probably at a push, Grinder.
Can you do a D&B set and post it on Instagram?
I'm not really a D&B guy, man. I like jungle, old school jungle. Maybe I'll do a little jungle mix. Like for me, there's jungle, which is like Chopper, Wolf, Shy FX, Zinc, that era. And then there's drum and bass, which is like, I don't know, a little bit more like out there, a bit weirder, a bit more like drug based. I'm more on that hard body jungle shit.
What did you truly think of X Beat last week on Asim's live stream?
I can't remember it. They all were different and individual in a good way. And like, who am I to fucking say what anyone's track is? It's all fucking, everyone has their opinion.
Best, your favourite UK garage track of all time?
Hobson's Choice.
You're straight up, just like that. You've got it.
Deep, dark.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? Yeah.
Everyone or no one.
How much for the breast pump?
How much?
Yeah.
We're like 3-4K right now.
Nice, decent
bits.
Is
that fair?
I think the fans, you've fed the fans there, man. And then one final question.
Let's do it.
How can I apply to be is it fourth or fifth? Is it fifth? Sixth member of Kurupt FM?
The information is on the credits of the film.
Right. Okay. Because I've got sick bars. I've obviously got the Garms. I'm quite funny.
Yeah. You got a grinder energy, definitely.
Yeah, man. And I think I could give you maybe some tips as well, or on because if you ever wanted to breach out and do the chat show thing, I could train you up a bit.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Yeah, nice, calm.
Yeah, I'll talk to them and see what they say.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Because I've got quite a cool logo as well, and I think it suits you. But I'd have to charge.
Okay, I'll let them know, man.
I appreciate that, mate. Appreciate that. Hugo, aka Beats, Bob. Thank you so much for your time, man. Huge fan.
Yeah, no drama. Any time, man.
Well, hopefully I'll see you when all this has died down, either on the Xbox, at Group Garage, or in the studio when I'm coaching you lot on how to do it. You know what I mean?
Perfect. Yeah. Well, I look forward to all those experiences, man.
All at once as well.
Yeah. I've hit the apex of my career, and it's feeling good now. You've solidified it for me.
No worries, man. You're doing bits, so it's only right that we get you on and do bits.
I'm now going to drop to my knees and wipe myself down.
I'll see you later on. Hugo, it's been a pleasure, man. All the best.
Nice one, man. Thank you.
Stay safe. Best chat show in the galaxy.
Spend my peas on
Before you go, could you literally do me a favour? Can you say, keep doing bits, and then mic drop. So, whenever you're ready, man.
Keep doing bits. Don't stop.
Spend my peas on Garms and trainers, disco ravers, bad behaviors, Sunday mornings, what a nightmare. Yeah, I'm active, girl, I still care. Yeah,